From the O Mountains to the west, to the Kitakami Highlands to the east, between these mountains flows the Kitakami River, along which the city of Hanamaki in the Iwate prefecture developed. Hanamaki is Iwate's gateway to the air, and with the Tohoku Shinkansen, as well as the Tohoku Expressway, Hanamaki is blessed with a high-speed transportation network that allows for a trip to Osaka or Sapporo to only take around an hour to an hour and a half. Well, let's take a look at the charm of Hanamaki and its beautiful four seasons. Poet, fairy tale author, agricultural leader, a man of many faces, Miyazawa Kenji. Born in Hanamaki in 1896, Kenji left behind a variety of poetry and fairy tales in Iwate, such as Night on the Milky Way Train, The Wind of Matasaburo, and Strong in the Rain, before his passing at just 37 years old. Only 2 books of his works were published during his lifetime: a collection of poetry titled Haru to Shura, and a book of fairy tales, The Restaurant of Many Orders. However, with Takamura Kotaro's focus on Kenji's extraordinary talent, along with the efforts of Kusano Shinpei, Kenji's works instantly became known to the people around the world. As Kenji's works were translated into various languages, including English, French, and Chinese, they were quickly loved by those who then had access to them. And in today's Hanamaki, many facilities are dedicated to tracing the footsteps Kenji left behind, as well as his many works. With redesigned exhibitions as of spring 2015, the Miyazawa Kenji Museum offers a more easy-to-follow and clearer look into Kenji's diverse and unique world. Living things, flowers and stones, wind and light, and up to the stars above, Kenji had a place in his heart for everything in this world. And there's no doubt that the rich nature and culture of Hanamaki played its part in his way of thinking. Visitors to Hanamaki will also often hear Dreamland Ihatov, a name by which Kenji affectionately referred to Iwate. Kenji wasn't the only great figure of Hanamaki, though. The man behind poetry such as Dote, Chiekosho, and the famed sculpture Te, Takamura Kotaro, who was evacuated to the Miyazawa home during World War II following Kenji's death. After, he moved to the outskirts of Hanamaki, where he spent his later years deepening exchange between the people of the region. With the ambition of being a bridge across the Pacific, Nitobe Inazo served as the Under-Secretary General of the League of Nations. His ancestors, the Nambu clan of samurai, who were committed to the development of Hanamaki for more than 200 years, had a great impact on the development of his book titled Bushido, meaning Way of the Warrior. Dogwood trees, gifted to Japan from the United States as a symbol of friendship, have been planted in the garden of Hanamaki Nitobe Museum, a facility dedicated to his life and accomplishments. Known for his work, Ratai Bijin, or Nude Beauty, which is registered as an important cultural asset, the renowned painter Yorozu Tetsugoro. Rooted in the culture of his birthplace, Towa in Hanamaki, he was one of Japan's pioneers of Western-style art. Hanamaki has been home to many great historical figures, and it's also a land of onsen, or hot springs. Lined with resort hotels, and home to national competitions and conferences, Hanamaki Onsen. Welcoming visitors since ancient times, and crowded with families even now, Shirotaira Onsen. Filled with rustic hot springs inns along the Dai River, where visitors can feel the long history of the area. Dai Onsen. With outdoor open-air baths and an elegant appearance, the onsen loved by Kenji, the renowned Osawa Onsen. Surrounded by fresh green nature, while enjoying the autumn leaves or relaxing in a bath beside the snowy scenery. In Hanamaki, the spring water and character of each onsen is different, and unique personality is scattered throughout the area's hot springs. At Japanese onsen, people are expected to bathe naked without any swimwear, so why not give the unique onsen culture a try sometime? The people of Hanamaki have been passing on the local culture since ancient times. This 4.7-meter tall statue, carved from a single keaki tree, is considered one of Japan's proudest important cultural assets, known as the Tobatsu Bishamonten statue. This gallant figure has continued its gaze for over 1,200 years, overwhelming all who come to see it. The powerful movements of Hayachine Kagura. This soul-stirring dance is considered a national important cultural asset and was proudly registered as a UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage in 2009. The home of Hayachine Kagura, Mount Hayachine, towers over the highlands at an altitude of 1,917 meters, as the main peak of the Kitakami mountain range. A number of rare alpine plants, including the Hayachine Usuyukiso, bloom along this famous mountain, and the area has long been considered hallowed ground, gathering people's faith since ancient times. Hayachine Kagura is said to have its roots in a prayer dance performed by mountain priests who trained along the peak, and boasts over 500 years of history. Two styles of this performance, Take Kagura and Otsugunai Kagura, are generally referred to together as Hayachine Kagura. Take Kagura, the fast and lively dance. Otsugunai Kagura, the slow and graceful dance. These two forms of Kagura are inextricably linked together and receive a rush of enthusiastic fans, even from overseas, at events both within and outside the prefecture. The shimmering flames of elegant parade floats, Shishiodori, which is the deer dance, and Hanamaki Bayashi. The fragrances of autumn drift about in mid-September as Hanamaki Matsuri, the city's largest festival that celebrates the fall harvest, begins to unfold. And there's definitely no shortage of people coming back home for the Hanamaki Matsuri celebration, which has been passed down for over 400 years. One of the highlights of Hanamaki Matsuri, the many small and large portable shrines called mikoshi. This vibrant part of Japanese culture is quite the spectacle, as more than 100 mikoshi-carrying groups fill the venue. Yo! Yo! Two officials call out as they each hold a baby. Win or lose, the crowd is always delighted to see the children's cute show. Participants gather in Toa from all over the country for the Nakizumo Taikai, or Crying Baby Sumo Tournament. Inherited by the ancestors, the festivals of Hanamaki are close to the hearts of all the local people. And as time-honored traditions, they continue to be cherished every year. Narushima washi, the traditional paper-making craft of Toa with more than 300 years of history. At the Paper Craft Center, visitors can experience writing characters or drawing pictures while making traditional Japanese paper using the Tame Sukiho method. Daiyaki, a special type of ceramics with a history of more than 100 years. Daiyaki are highly regarded as masterpieces of elegant faux craft in the Mingei style. Experience pottery crafting by making your own coffee cup using a hand-turned potter's wheel. Sakiori. Sakiori literally means to rip and to weave, and this tradition reuses finely torn old cloth to produce beautiful new fabric. It's said that Sakiori is born from the wisdom of the ancestors, who cherish their belongings until the very end. And for those who are interested, it's even possible to experience the Sakiori weaving tradition at the Sakiori Folklore Center.
We made these!
Toa's hand-woven cloth, called homespun, produces articles of rare beauty and has gained international fame and high reputation, even being used as part of famous brand collections. Hanamaki kokeshi, a traditional wooden doll characterized by its movable neck. And of course, the Miyazawa Kenji kokeshi doll is also a popular choice. Handcrafted for over 200 years, the Hanamaki gasa, a traditional parasol. Building upon the Fushimi Ningyo of Kyoto, the Hanamaki Ningyo, or Hanamaki doll, which has been counted as one of the Tohoku Sandai Tsuchi Ningyo, the three famous clay dolls of Tohoku. Whichever you may be interested in, countless traditional crafts have been born from the spirit of Hanamaki, each one ready to be experienced and felt by all who come to visit. An idyllic landscape that spreads into the woodlands. With a vast temperature difference between day and night, the climate of Hanamaki fosters a variety of delicious agricultural products. Edelwine, produced in Ohasama, with its calcium-rich soil and climate similar to the Bordeaux region of France. Starting production back in 1962, Edelwine has come to win numerous awards, both at home and abroad. The Nambutoji, or Nambu Sake Master Brewers. As one of three major master brewers of Japan, these artisans boast a long tradition of sake brewing, starting long ago in Ishidoriya. And for those who want to learn about their process and history, there's the Nambutoji Denshokan, or Nambutoji Master Brewer Museum. And when talking about food in Hanamaki, it's essential to mention wanko soba, which is said to have started around 400 years ago when a feudal lord of the Nambu clan stopped by Hanamaki Castle and was treated to one after the other to bowls filled with just one mouthful of soba noodles each. The beautiful seasonal nature, blessing a vast land, and a tradition and culture passed down from the ancients. The people of Hanamaki cherish and protect these virtues for the next generation to inherit.